They made it possible for us to be here. Now, you heard something about a Purple Heart soldier. That's a video that had a profound impact on me. It's okay that we didn't see the visuals because it's got some graphic detail, but you got the picture. When we're losing more people to our domestic custody and support battles than we are to our foreign wars, we have a problem. Hillary Clinton needs to understand, our former U.S. Senator from Arkansas got very much involved in politics and is now our Secretary of State. She was very much involved with that concept of it takes a village. And that took our parenting rights away. Great concept. Who used that concept in the history? Adolf Hitler. Mein Kampf. Okay? These children aren't yours. You don't even know it. It's the state's children. And he created a war machine with that concept. But you're violating natural law. And so when you look at the Constitution, because I want to get to that in a minute, when you look at the Constitution, which I've been doing for a quarter century now, I brought these principles into family court and domestic relations courts. I brought it in because it was natural for me to do this. You have a police brutality case. Seriously, you got a problem here, okay? If there was no cause for it, and you're just a rude beating like a Rodney King type thing, we clearly have some constitutional violations, and people see it. When you're in criminal court, what do you see? Person commits a felony. I represented a man here in the city of Utica who was charged with a felony. He charged $16 on a gas card here in Utica. Now, obviously there was political retaliation. That was what really was going on here. The man wasn't even wrong. He was finishing his day on a Friday. He was entitled to use the gas for the week. They gave him his walking papers at 4 o'clock or somewhere in the end of the day. He went home, forgot they had a card, went to the nearest gas station, used $16 on a gas credit card to make up for gas, obviously, that he already used, right? They arrested him, charged him with a felony. I represented this man. He was charged with other things too, but to make a long story short, we won the case. We ended up suing the city for wrongful prosecution and so forth, and we won. We won that case, but $16, and they make a felony out of it. Child support, you could be behind very easily hundreds and thousands of dollars. And you could end up in prison. You could end up in a situation far more severe, and yet you've never committed a crime. You can take a person charged with a felony, and you're going to have rights under the Constitution. We see it all the time, my gosh, on TV and everything else. They love stories about criminals. Our local newspaper is filled. Every day you'll see it. Today it is a phenomenon I've never seen in my decades of existence in this community. And it's everywhere. But they're filled with crime upon crime upon crime upon crime. And yet we have an event like this. We get this little tidbit thing yesterday with a lot of effort, as John points out, and we finally get a little bit of that. But criminals are everywhere, all over our newspaper, and when you hear about these cases, you hear about constitutional rights, the right to counsel, you hear about a right to jury, right? You have to prove your case beyond a reasonable doubt, because it's important for criminals, drug dealers, and some convicts that are repeat offenders to get all these protections under the Constitution. And you ask yourself the question, well, a man just got out, as a gentleman approached me earlier in this conference, that his son just got out from 6 months in jail for not paying his child support. What crime did he commit? People are bankrupting every day on debts, and they're not putting him in jail because we got rid of debtor prisons a long time ago. We declared them unconstitutional. However, if you can just call it something else, they can strip you of your constitutional rights and you will not even know what happened.